movement.
Started making breakfast, turn the radio on play, 'cause I know that it's a brand new day.
No, it's actually working good, but it's
Realizing my new strength, I'm keeping hope that lives deep inside me. I feel the sun on my skin, pushing me the greatness, 'cause I know that I can make it. Don't know today, but I got bills to pay. 'Cause I know situations come my way, sometimes I get frustrated. I'm so blessed, y'all. It's a new day, a new day. I know that it's a brand new day. Cause I know that it's a brand new day. Realizing my strength.
great.
Hello, TheCoreofU family, community of restoration and enlightenment. We just want to say hello, peace and blessings to the community. We know we've all had a very emotional couple of weeks. We really want to point out the video that we posted last week.
Yeah, we really want to say thank you to all that supported and shared the video. We hope you go on our page and check it out if you haven't seen it already, if you haven't shared it. It was a song that I wrote several years ago, and it's just, and my Aunt Crystal was able to put the visual to it, and it has over 1,000 views. We would just like to keep supporting it, and that's kind of why we're on today. We're not going to be on long, but we just wanted to come to you real quick to just talk about supporting one another and making sure that we're there for each other. And what I mean by that is just supporting Black businesses.
Absolutely. So with 1 trillion spending power a year plus, and so many large and small Black businesses, I want to challenge each of you to figure out in a way of up-leveling and supporting the movement that we see all around us is how can you circulate your Black dollars and keep it in the community as a form of up-leveling, as a form of supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, because economics is where you have power in making systematic change. We wanted to point out the shirts we have on tonight.
Yeah, our holla shirts from Michigan State Representative Joel Jones.
He has his own clothing line and paraphernalia. We want to support that. These earrings are by stylist Brandy Carter. She's my hairstylist. She also has a clothing line for children. I know my girlfriend Denisha has a clothing line, Charlie Ray. So many of our friends and family are entrepreneurial spirited, from accountants to attorneys to hairstylists. Aunt Chris was a hairstylist. I know she is a master stylist in Florida. We have to figure out how to continue to circulate our Black dollars and promote one another, from whether it be from beauty products to clothing lines for children to video games by our own Black programmers and schooling and whatever it is. I know that I drove miles to have our daughter, when she was first swimming, go to Conrad. He was a renowned Black swim instructor. And that was not convenient. He was much further. We drove past several others, but it's important to continue to have our Black dollars in our community. So that's what we want to say. If you can't be on the front lines of the protest, and even if you are, one thing you can do from this day forward is to figure out how you can add one new Black business or entrepreneur to your spend list.
No doubt. Yeah, we've always, since we've been together, we've always been cognizant and very intentional about spending and supporting black businesses. But I think, in the last few years, man, we've even stepped it up even more, even another notch, just making sure that we support our own. And it's not always about trying to get a discount and always trying to get the hook up. Make sure that we support and really, really let each other know that we love each other and that we're there for one another. And that is one of the ways that we can hopefully let the world know that we are here, that we are special, that we are intelligent, that we are creative, and we have a mind and we have something to give. I think a lot of times some of them know that, and that's why they're so afraid sometimes and so fearful of the gifts and power that we have in the black community. But let's show them that not only can we spend a bunch of money and shopping and clothing and retail and all that, but we can also be powerhouse CEOs and CFOs of our own companies.
That's right. And I just want to give a shout out to one of our own spiritual family members, Danita. Case in point, she knows that we have a vacation home. She tried to patronize us and ask us, her and her entire family. Let's continue to do that. It may not work out the first time, but keep trying to connect one another. We're going to kick it off in the comments to the video of tagging other people we know that are doing things, and you should continue to do that. When people ask me for legal services, I'll try to make sure one of the referrals is a black attorney. You know, and point that out. Hey, it may not work out, but at least you're being intentional about making the referral and trying to make the connection.
One of our good friends and really close friends, Tasha Champion. She does life coaching, and she talks to women about she's just breast cancer and surviving and doing all of that. I mean, man, I just be in amazement just watching her talk about the things that she's gone through, her and some of her family members and things like that, and how she stays so strong and positive. And so I love to see her support other women in that avenue. I mean, we just have so much to offer. We really do. I know that right now, we're coming with the videos and speaking positive, and I know some people just don't want to hear all of the positive right now. People are ready to, start the revolution, and I think there's a place and time for all of those things. But just make sure that you stay balanced. Make sure you stay smart. Make sure you stay wise. If you are a part of the revolution, just make sure you stay wise and stay safe out there.
And I will share that some of the things that we're doing to support the movement, while not being directly in every protest or on the front line, is first off, sign the petitions. There's several of them going online that are asking for direct changes in some of these different venues, whether it be defunding to acknowledgement in certain cases where they haven't brought charges, like in the Breonna Taylor. You can actively be involved in any police commission, public hearing, or sheriff commission in your area, because they do take public comments, and there's not a lot of people of color that are participating in these Zooms, letting the police know, the commissions, what kind of reforms we want to see. Make sure you are educating any of the young people in your life and finding out how are they processing what's going on. When our daughter came to us and had a lot of poignant feelings, like we said, she said, "Mommy, why isn't that the police do not like black people?" We had to address that for a 5-year-old. We couldn't let that narrative just sit out there for her. So we're making sure that we are educating the young people that we come in contact with and how they're processing it. Share books and movies to educate other people in your life. I have several white co-workers that are raising black children because they're in interracial relationships, and they've come to me and asked, I haven't had this experience. How do I talk to my children? How do I prepare them? And that's really what it is about, preparation and education. So we are giving them resources and actually telling them, maybe it's not your role to educate every non-black person in your life, but if somebody is coming to you and they want to have the conversation and they have black children in their life that are under their care and concern, why wouldn't I want to help them?
No doubt. And wifey said something so powerful the other day. She said, we're not going to always be around our children. One day we're going to have to send them out in the world, and they're going to be older, and they're going to have jobs, and they're going to be dating, and they're going to be doing all of these different things. So we're not always going to be there to protect them, but we most certainly can prepare them. We can prepare them right now. And that's our job, is to make sure that we prepare and to support one another. And that's why we came on today, just to let you know that we are here to encourage, and we hope that after we do the video, if you have a business, drop your business name in our comments, and we'll share it with our community. And we hope that you share what we're doing with your community, and we'll just keep loving on one another and just keep fighting the fight. You know, whether you're doing it on the front lines or maybe you're somewhere doing it from behind the scenes, it's all important, it's all imperative, and it's all needed.
It is. And I mean, we're here to support people spiritually, to support your relationship. If you want to coach with us, if you want to talk with us, that's part of what we bring to the community.
Right.
As well as, you know, we help pour into our spiritual community anyway. So that's what we bring.
No doubt.
So continue to follow us at TheCoreofU, the COREOF letter U, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe so you can get the new videos, and let's keep loving on one another and figuring out how we can build. So today's message is, let's keep that 1 trillion spending power in the community. And that's another way that you can protest and get this movement to the next level, because laws change that follows the dollars. It follows the spend.
Peace out, y'all. Hope y'all have a beautiful rest of the weekend. We'll holler at y'all soon.
Stay encouraged, community.